Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Bridget Biorlo. A break from serious weather tomorrow after we had a mix of sunny, rainy, and windy conditions today.
Yeah, we are waking up to sunny, clear skies tomorrow. Let's check in with meteorologist Deshaun Robinson for a first look at the forecast. Deshaun.
Hey guys, yes, tomorrow will be a beautiful one, a sunny and seasonable day with those highs hitting the mid-30s. Friday, however, a different story. Friday, you definitely need to walk with an umbrella as our next system will bring rain across our region, slight chance for a wintry mix for the inland areas. Sunshine returns on Saturday. It is still breezy out there with those gusts blowing from 20 to 30 miles per hour. And snow showers are beginning to wind down across the region, still tracking some light snow showers or maybe some flurries in parts of New Haven and Middlesex counties. These snow showers will wrap up over the next hour or two. Tonight, the clouds will clear out and give way to a mostly clear night. Temperatures will fall into the teens across much of the state. A sunny day is in the forecast for your Sunday, with temperatures hitting the mid-30s. Winds will die down through the day, with those gusts nearing 20 miles per hour tomorrow. Coming up, I'll let you know more about this weekend's forecast. Back to you guys.
All right, Deshaun, thank you. We have breaking news from Virginia, where officials are investigating after some sort of incident near Reagan International Airport.
Now, law enforcement officials say this was a small aircraft that crashed near the airport. Let's go ahead and take the video here. This is actually a live look from Reagan Airport in Arlington, Virginia, just a stone's throw from our nation's capital. And as you can see, there is a huge presence of emergency vehicles on scene and the line of lights along the Potomac River there. Washington, D.C. Metro Police are confirming there is a multi-agency search and rescue operation happening right now in the Potomac River after this crash.
And at this time, there is a ground stop at Reagan Airport. All flights going out and coming in have been halted while authorities continue to investigate. We do know at least one flight from DCA to Bradley Airport is impacted by this ground stop. We will be covering this throughout our newscast, so stay tuned here on air and online at fox61.com.
All right. All right, startling news for people living in Old Saybrook. Police tell us more than 70 dead animals were recovered from a home on River Street today. And now the search is on to find out who's behind it.
Fox 61's Stephen Reels spoke with neighbors as they discovered the news, and he joins us now with what we know so far from police.
The team right here at the Old Saybrook Police Department are looking into how so many dead animals wound up in a house on River Street. But the consensus was quite clear Wednesday evening. A lot of the neighbors I spoke with were just in shock and could not believe that this kind of thing was going on in their own neighborhood.
The fact that there was dead animals and animals like suffering in there, that just makes me really sad.
A daily routine changed forever. Nicole Fanoff says she walks up and down River Street in Old Saybrook every day with her dog, Claus. Up until now, she thought the issue at house number 31 was just a hoarding issue. But like so many of her neighbors, Wednesday brought an unwelcome surprise.
I saw the cleaning crew this morning. They had shovels, they had like kind of hazmat suits on. And I was like, oh, that's really a hoarder, But my daughter called me and said 77 dead animals in there. I couldn't, she started crying, and we're animal lovers, so I can't even, I feel so bad that I walk by here every day and couldn't help them.
Old Saybrook Police Chief Michael Sparrow tells Fox 61 crews removed rabbits, chickens, a duck, a skunk, a dove, and 2 cats over the course of the day. None of the animals were found alive in the home, and police say no humans have been living in the home for some time. Fanoff said she never saw anything or anyone on her walks with her dog.
And I go in the morning and at night. No animals outside, no people. I never even see people. So I guess I heard that the neighbors said they would come at the middle of the night.
And even if they did, it would have been against the law, further proven by this sign on the front door, which showed the home had been unsafe for anyone to live there. It was posted more than a month ago. Police are vowing to find those behind this tragedy. Chief Sparrow said in a statement, "We have no tolerance for the mistreatment of animals and will work with the court to hold those responsible accountable."
At the moment, the chief says this still remains an ongoing criminal investigation, but the neighbors out there on River Street tell me that they just want whoever is responsible to be brought to justice. But for now, in Old Saybrook, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.
All right, Stefan, thank you. Over to Bethany now, where a special town meeting took place tonight to discuss who will decide whether to appoint a new Parks and Rec director.
This is the latest effort by officials to reform the program after the arrest of a former employee on child sexual assault charges.
Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot was at that meeting tonight. She's live in Bethany right now with the latest. Kay.
Many people voted to hire a new Parks and Rec director. Many people also spoke out about the impacts this program has had on children and families, some even saying a new director could mean healing for the town. It has been a tumultuous few months for the town in the wake of the controversy surrounding a former Parks and Rec employee arrested for alleged sexual misconduct. More than 100 Bethany voters packed the Parks and Rec gym for a special town meeting with an important decision: either to hire a new director until an independent investigation is completed, or wait for not only that independent investigation, but also the investigation from the Office of Child Advocate and for new Parks and Rec policies. A majority voted no to both options, meaning a new director could be chosen as early as March.
Lots of faults with the prior program that allowed awful things to happen, but like the world keeps spinning and life does have to go on, and this is a part of the natural healing process, is to open the program safely and with strict parameters and things in place, and that's what the commission is dedicated to ensuring happens.
The town Parks and Rec chair tells me they plan on enforcing stricter guidelines and policies for reporting on incidents, as well as making sure staff are adequately trained. Now, the town says a dozen of people have already applied, including some of the towns considering well qualified for that position. Officials estimate it'll be about another month until someone is hired. In Bethany, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
All right, Kay, thank you. Well, the New Haven Police Department is investigating tonight an officer-involved shooting.
Now, officers say they were attempting to perform a routine drug search this morning when someone started shooting at them from inside an apartment.
Fox 61's Jamel Johnson has the latest from New Haven.
At 5:40 Wednesday morning, the West Haven Police Department, along with the DEA, the Drug Task Force, and the New Haven Police Department were all here at this apartment building behind me. They were about to perform a routine drug inspection for narcotics, but the only problem was the person inside did not want them to enter peacefully. As soon as those officers entered, shots were fired at them, and officers returned that fire, but 2 officers got injured and had to have immediate medical attention. When shots were fired at apartment 105 on Grand Avenue in New Haven, officers knew immediately that the situation had changed. New Haven Police Chief Carl Jacobson says what started as a simple search warrant escalated into a full-blown shootout before the sun was even up.
This was a long scene. It wasn't just shots fired and it was over. There was shots fired and an officer struck. Then there was time in between. He was barricaded in a room. Then there was more shots fired. So it was clear that this suspect was not going to retreat peacefully. There was attempts to speak to him.
Chief Jacobson says by the time it was over, 2 West Haven officers had been shot in the leg area and the suspect had been shot as well. Both officers suffered non-life-threatening injuries and were transported to Yale New Haven Hospital, where one has since been released. The suspect, however, died on the scene.
We're really proud of the officers' efforts. It's unfortunately that the suspect succumbed to his injuries, but it's clear from the initial investigation that he was firing at officers and even was given an attempt to talk to him, and that failed.
New Haven Mayor Justin Elliker says this puts the risk of an officer's job into perspective. Chief Jacobson says that there were 3 other people inside the apartment at the time of the shootout.
There was a 32-year-old female who is registered to that apartment and an 8-year-old female who was registered to that apartment. There was a 52-year-old grandfather there as well. And after the shots were exchanged, it was the officers' first priority to get the other people safely out of the apartment, which was extremely challenging.
After the shootout was over, officers were able to evacuate the other members of the family and get them to safety.
Thank goodness that the other members of the family are okay. The chief and I spoke with the grandfather and the 8-year-old girl this morning, and you can just imagine how terrified they were inside that building.
Police Chief Jacobson said that in the coming days, the Inspector General will release body camera footage as well as the name of the suspect and any other additional information they may have regarding the case. Chief Jacobson did say that the suspect is 35 years old and they have a prior criminal history. In New Haven, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Hey, Jamel, thank you. A man charged in a deadly shooting in New Britain Monday morning appeared in court today. Police found 45-year-old Christopher Ray walking on the Berlin Turnpike last night. He was taken into custody on charges including murder and assault. According to police, Ray killed his wife and the mother of their 2 kids, Brianna Ray, earlier this week. Police say her mother was also shot and is in the hospital in critical condition tonight. A longtime friend of the victim says she is shocked and confused.
This to occur, it's like honestly mind-blowing. I don't know what goes through a person's head, and I don't know why he would do that.
During the arraignment, a judge issued 4 protective orders against Ray, and while no names were given, the judge ordered Ray to stay away from the individuals and have no contact with them. His next court appearance will be February 20th.
A man is facing charges tonight for a road rage incident in Bridgeport. A driver told police a gray Ford pickup tried to cut them off on I-95. The driver went on to tell police the driver of the pickup drove next to them, started yelling, then pointed a gun at them. Police identified the pickup driver as Joseph Rankin and arrested him. Rankin faces breach of peace charges. He's expected in court next month.
We have more details now on the Hartford house fire we told you about earlier today. Just before 4 p.m., a part of this home went up into flames on South Whitney Street. Firefighters say it started on the left side on the first floor. Crews say they quickly put out the fire and no one was injured. However, the Red Cross helped 3 displaced families, 7 adults and 2 kids.
And the Red Cross is helping 3 families after a fire. This one happened on Burritt Street in New Britain this morning. Everyone made it out safely, but firefighters rescued 2 dogs from inside the building. The fire marshal is now investigating.
And in Beacon Falls, a family of 4 was without a home after a fire. It happened on Skokorat Road last night, just after 6. Crews say everyone was able to make it out safely along with their 2 dogs. They say the freezing weather, though, made it very difficult for the firefighters to put out the flames, and Public Works responded with a salt truck because the water was freezing to the pavement. The cause of the fire is under investigation now.